Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button, it helps a lot. And also keep in mind, these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as, investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy.
All right, folks, here we have after market close on Monday, December 13th. We're going to take a look at SoFi. So SoFi coming down almost 3% on the day, down after hours at the moment, though who knows what that's all about. Could be a whole lot of nothing. And I guess as we've been doing, we'll do a few things in this video. We'll take a quick check-in here on the daily. We'll plot ourselves a next level down since it's hit our our lowest support level that we have on the chart currently, 1402. And then we'll do some commiseration, and then we'll look at the intraday chart to sort of see how the price action looked throughout the day. Sometimes the intraday helps give us some indication how the stock is acting relative to the overall market or the overall sector, and sometimes it sort of helps confirm that it's just kind of going along with the overall sector. Also, before we get into it, I am like atrociously tired today. So apologies if this video seems a bit challenged, but that's why. Tough to start a Monday atrociously tired, but so it goes. So SoFi today here on the daily is still continuing to work through sort of the mid-range of this down channel. And as we'll see on the intraday when we go take a look at it, this is again why we chart these support and resistance levels, because today, as SoFi was in free fall, as much of the market was early on in the day, it hit and found support right at that 1402 level, 1402 to the penny. And we've had this on the chart for a while, and that's just like, it's good that it hit it to the penny. I feel nice that that's where it caught itself. Not nice in the sense that I'm glad that it's in the 14s. That's certainly not the case. But just keep in mind that even though it hit to the penny this time, I think of all of these like support and resistance levels as zones, right? There's a little bit of give and take. It's not meant to be a to the penny thing. It's just that you have to put it somewhere on the chart. So in lieu of putting a bunch of boxes on the chart, which could be additionally cumbersome, that's why we put in the lines. But please just keep in mind that those are meant to be zones, even though sometimes it will hit it to the penny. That's not the intention. Okay, so I mean, scrolling back here, we have these two levels. We have 1356 right here. We have 1314 right there. I'd be inclined to keep it pretty tight in and, hope that if it does need to come down and test this 1356, that's where it can stay. There's not a whole lot else to go on. I mean, the next like really strong level down here is sort of that psychological 13 level, actually. Is probably how it'll play out. But it's, I would say, sort of right here, right, just prior to, sort of, we have 1402 and then we have 1308. So heading into that psychological level, because that's the resistance level that it hit there and the support level that wick found there. So I'll just put those on the chart for now. I don't know that we'll need them, but we'll see. It's, like I said, for the time being, just still caught in this sort of cyclone of a down channel. And that is just what it is, whether we want it to be or not. Now, like I said, Misery Loves Company, down 2.86% on the day. ARC-F, 2.59. So this is a little bit different. I think we've seen SoFi pretty solidly multiplying down days recently. Let's look at just like, I guess last Thursday, Friday. So 7.56, 4. So let's just say 7.5 and 4. And here we had 3.5 and 2. Okay, so SoFi about doubled the losses from ARC-F last Thursday, Friday. What was this? Down 5% on 12.3. 12.3. Down 7.5%. Okay, so to me, this could show some relative strength in SoFi today. I don't know. I don't want to take too much from one singular data point, and I know that this is really leaning into that bullish bias, but down 2.86% on the day versus ARC-F down 2.59%. So it's kind of just keeping pace plus a tiny bit more. Certainly not double or 1.5x or anything like that. So that's really good to see. Finex here, this was down 3 and 1, and yeah, so it was more than double that day and about quadruple on that day. So it's been even like, or at least as strong of a multiple of the Finex losses. 2.86 today, 1.41 today. So, a little bit closer in there as well. Nothing fantastic. That feels a bit more in line to me than anything else. But the ARCF divergence is certainly there a bit. And maybe a bit on the Finex. It's not 2x the it's 2x the Finex losses. This is the tiredness kicking in. Versus, maybe a higher multiple that we could have seen like on this 1% day that saw SoFi down 4%. So, just looking for tea leaves, like I always say, we're looking for indications of what might be happening when, though no one has a crystal ball, and I certainly, if anyone does, I certainly don't. Maybe I'll put it that way. And yeah, so this is how we're looking on the daily and on our commiseration comparison chart. And so here on the intraday, like I said, free fall this morning, 1402, bounced on it to the penny, and then actually did a really nice job of a leg up, a pretty solid consolidation, and then because it was a pretty solid consolidation, meaning lengthwise, number of minutes, another pretty solid leg up. So, certainly looking better than folks probably thought it was going to look, around 11:30 this morning, for example. Things are looking pretty potentially catastrophic at that point. Now, the EMAs are bunched up pretty tight in here at the moment. Going into close, they were kind of like, flipping back and forth a little bit, but sort of tightening their range a bit. And you can see here in the after hours, I don't know if this will hold or not, but it has a bearish crossover at the moment, but I tend to not take those things too seriously unless it's like a really, really strong movement, right? If this was up 15% or if it was down 10% or something in the after hours, then I might go, what's happening here? But to me, that's, nothing too crazy. Now, on the MA side of things, you see here, it was trying to actually get support over the MA this morning, which would have been fantastic, but, market forces being what they are, it came up and rejected right off that MA and then hit our support level like we just talked about, and then wrestled with this MA a bit, and then got its nice secondary push there. So these are really nice motions to see where the leg up is stretching toward a logical resistance level like the MA, consolidates itself, allowing time for the MA to come down and position itself for support. And when that's happening, and then you see a nice kick off of it, that's a good indication of a next leg up. So really nice to see that motion throughout the day. The VWAP would sort of like tell you a slightly different story, right? It would sort of say it came up and it fell shy of the VWAP, but just sort of consolidated right under it, and then was able to come up, reclaim, and confirm, and then jump off. So I think actually today, because the price action got so disjointed from the VWAP because of how steep this downturn was around open, or say for the first half of the day, it was actually, more conducive to following the play, probably to pull in something like the MA to get the overall sort of like trend markers of the day. I still think something like the EMA will provide a better kind of tick by tick, right? You see the fake out there, right? That could have helped save some folks when you didn't get any bullish crossover there. It rejected this 12 EMA in white, rejecting right off of the 34 EMA. I'm not talking about the price action. I'm talking about the EMA lines there. And then, drawing it down further. And then here you see it was able to cross over, right? And that helped carry it through, consolidate, just bunch up, and then get another crossover there after sort of a bearish fake out. So you had like a bull fake out up here, a bear fake out down here, and just, this is to say, I don't discount that it was a very challenging day to trade. I don't know the extent to which folks in here are really actively trading SoFi, but I do think it's interesting to see. So, comparatively speaking, I would say that SoFi could be showing some relative strength, but again, I don't want to kind of overblow that, but we'll have to see. Um, you know, you see the market falling really sharply into close here, whereas again, SoFi going in to close with relative strength. I know it's peeling back a little bit after hours, but I'm more interested in the higher volume periods of time during the hours. So that's why I say relative strength there, and then relative strength to what we've seen previously with ARC-F, even though it followed a similar movement today. The overall profit loss or plus minus on the day, gains and losses, was much tighter in than we've seen previously. So that's why I say relative strength maybe a thing to start looking at. It's not a to me, it's not a one and done kind of deal. It's a something that builds over time, where a stock is able to build some relative strength against the macro forces that it may be encountering in the sector, in competitors, or in the overall market, like the large indices on whole. All right, folks, I think that needs to do it for me for today. Sorry if that was a challenging video, but I'm just coming off of the weekend, not in an A+ position, but we'll get there. It'll be okay. In any case, I hope your trading week got off to an okay start today. I don't know if anyone got off to a really great start. I'm sure some folks did, but congrats if you did. Honestly, today, if you were green today, good day to be boasting that you found a way to find the green plays and give yourself a profitable day. So kudos to you. All right, folks, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.